Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a super efficient pumpkin and melon farm. This thing is the most efficient thing I think is possible, and this is what I was able to create in just a short matter of time. So, first, it's obvious you're going to require dirt. But before we do that, I'm just going to say you got to like and subscribe, but that's actually not what I was going to say. I was going to say you need these guys first. So, you're going to have to do this from the top, so the redstone comes out on the right way. But so it's really important you do this first because it's much easier to do it when it's first, because then you can put these pistons in just fine without having another block like this in the way. Unless, of course, you're going to use some sort of, like, I don't know, for example, maybe a trapdoor and get yourself into a 1x1 space. But I find that harder, and so I do not suggest doing that. So I suggest not putting the hoppers in first, and you simply just put the pistons in. So you first go to the top, and then you do this, and you do this, and you do this in all directions you want it built. Now after that, oh, not here, then you do this. So now after that, you can see there's a piston on each side, so that whenever this is activated, when there's a block right here, and then you add some redstone, you'll be able to make it so it always activates these 4 pistons. You can test this by going like this. Oh my god. There, see. So if this melon plant, or whatever plant is, drops or something, it'll automatically grow in that direction, which is exactly what we want. So now we just go like this. I mean, actually, you can do that. That's what I did for my other farm, just so it looks better, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Okay, now for this design, I'm going to shorten it a little because there's not enough space. But in your survival world, you can make this as big as you want, small as you want, fit it to whatever parameters you need. But it's really just the idea of how it works, which makes it very efficient. Now, then you put one in the back. Now, this one is a little harder to build because you have to get the angles of everything correct. But once you build it, it's way more efficient than anything I've ever tested. I mean, there might be a more efficient model, but I'm 90% sure this is the most efficient because I can't find a way for anything to be more efficient because the water is there, the soil is there, and since the corner of the soil, you can see right here, so this plant right here is like cornering soil, and one of the speed of how fast something grows is partially determined by that, so it actually does increase the speed, so it's very important you do it that way. Which is why if you do a regular one, it grows much slower. You can probably see a few times during the video where it just grows and it's just pretty fast. Okay, so now this is the first layer. Put redstone on every single one of the pistons. If you want to do this, you can do that. Both ways work. I just do whatever I need. And then you just block off all of these. So when the redstone signal goes, it powers the block, which then powers the redstone. So this is the functional redstone top. Now you need to add the dirt, and then here. Okay, and then you add the dirt. Okay, boom. Now you have the dirt ready. So then you whip out a hoe, and everywhere you see a singular, observer, you hoe the land. And remember, the bigger this is, the more efficient it does get, because the corners are often less efficient, and the center is most efficient. So you can try and, oh, I forgot the water. Oh yeah, remember to add water, because water helps grow stuff. I'll just put a slab here so it doesn't get in the way. I also suggest you do that, but it's completely up to you. You can also do that. That's just another style design. So then I should just hoe this and that, and everything should grow out to be perfectly fine. Now after this, you're going to need to plant the pumpkin or melon seeds. I will be using both to show you that both work, even though they have no difference. there. So I'm gonna bone meal them for the sake of the video. It's pretty easy. I'm just gonna ender pearl in so it's easier to get it done. And I do not suggest doing this in survival, for you will probably get crushed. I'm not entirely sure if pistons do damage, but I'm not sure how much it'll do. But this is all fully grown, and you can already see that it's going to work when these melons actually grow. Now, this is a perfectly functional farm. As you can see, it's already working, but it won't have a pickup system. So next, you're going to have to design the pickup system, and that is one of the most important parts of this entire farm, actually, because otherwise, nothing works. And this is what you want. So actually, you're going to do this. So then you hollow out the entire area underneath. You shouldn't use ender pearls. I actually do not suggest you do, but I'm doing it for the sake of simplicity, since it's much faster than using another form of transport. But okay, so now you're going to need to make a rail system that allows you to transport all the way across. Wait, did I make this wrong? Okay, I may or may not have made this wrong, but that's not important. So I think you go. Okay, so you have to make this correctly as well. Don't copy me for this part. I do not suggest it. You're going to end up like me. Okay, now, yeah, so for this section, you take your right, and then you go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. I'm doing exactly what I did earlier. I realize this now, but what I did earlier was not a mistake. You can do this. So once it does there, then it goes out, so we can go away from underneath. And I do suggest making more booster tracks. It's not entirely necessary, but it's helpful. And after that, you should just do this, and I think it's done. And you just need to power it. And I do suggest maybe putting one down here, so it does work. It might not work, but if you put one down there, you can also add some in the center. And then you just have to power this and power it on the other side. All you gotta do is go here, maybe go right here, get some hoppers and some chests. And just toss the same rails over it again. And all I have to do is take your hopper minecart, shove it underneath, and it will run forever, grabbing up everything you need. Now, I do suggest adding glass to the mix so you can see what's going on, but not only that, so it doesn't go outside of the machine and spread anywhere, because that is extremely important that it doesn't do that. So all you gotta do is just take the glass all the way around. And I used glowstone. I know it's expensive. It's not actually that expensive. But glowstone does make it look better and increases the light in the side, which should increase the grow speed very slightly. And allowing the farm to be used underground instead of on the surface, which is nice. Now I place this in the center, and boom, fully automatic. Let's see what this hopper has already picked up. Now, so far, you have 5 pumpkins and 12 melons. The other one would work for a while, and it has, actually, no, I think it got like a few more stacks. Anyways, so this is extremely efficient, and I do suggest it for buying with emeralds, maybe glistening melon farm, I don't know, but it's extremely efficient, and if you need pumpkins or melons, or both, this is my go-to farm. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe.